What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. I hope everyone is having a great weekend, but today we have ourselves a very interesting video. As of late, a couple of people have been asking me to specifically do a Bam Adebayo to the Charlotte Hornets rebuild. Now, I was kind of wondering why we should do that, but I guess I have my reasoning in a way. So I don't know if they were inspired by Bleacher Report, and they just made an article about a week ago that I checked out, and they had an exact trade of Bam Adebayo to the Charlotte Hornets. And I do think it's a little early to be talking about trades like this because the season hasn't even started, but I'm going to be entertaining it today because a couple of people have asked me to do it. So let's go ahead, jump in, and do this Bam Adebayo to the Charlotte Hornets rebuild here in 2K26. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. So we're currently also on the road to 50,000 subs. So if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be awesome. So here's the exact trade that Bleacher Report suggested. Miles Bridges, Knipple, a unprotected pick from Charlotte in 2027, and then Dallas's pick, and then they did like a 2028 like top 5 protected, but I don't think you can trade picks like that back to back, obviously, because of the stepping rule. The 2029 and then a 2030 pick swap, basically. So we'd have to really think about this. Why would the Hornets be doing this? Why would the Miami Heat be doing this? Well, obviously the Miami Heat, maybe they choose to go in a rebuild mode, which of course they never really do. So would they really do this? I have no idea. And as far as Charlotte is concerned, right now we actually suck while at the trade deadline. As you can see, our pick is actually pretty good. So it doesn't make a ton of sense to be buying Bam Adebayo. The only thing I can think of is that the Hornets must really think they may lose LaMelo if they don't make a move. And if they want to keep him, they got to make him happy or something. I don't know. There's a lot of problems with this, but like I said, I'm going to do it anyway. So this is the trade based off Bleacher Report's article. And I didn't even have to override it. They actually accepted it. So yeah, right now, as you can see, we are literally 13 and 38. So I don't know if the Hornets have any business making this trade, but I will say their obviously center rotation has not been good for quite some time. So Bam Adebayo is a massive upgrade to that equation. So you bring him in, you now have a big three of LaMelo, Brandon Miller if he develops more, and Bam Adebayo. So, and we'll have a top pick in this draft, you would think, unless Bam Adebayo turns our season around. So without further ado, we're going to simulate the rest of this first season, and we're going to see what Bam Adebayo does to this team, or what it does to our team with Bam Adebayo in the mix. So at the end of year one, Shea does win MVP, Flags Rookie of the Year, Russell Westbrook is your 6th man, Wemby is your DPOY, Chloe Ware does win Most Improved, obviously probably takes a way bigger role with Bam Adebayo out of the way. Shea is your clutch player, and Kidd is your Coach of the Year, and Executive goes to Zachary Staples. The Cup MVP went to James Harden. So here is your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. LaMelo Ball is on here, which is nice. Does Bam already make an all-defensive team? No, he does not. And here's our rookie first team. Of course, we traded Knipple, and he makes it for the Miami Heat. So yeah, that was a big move to make, and we have made it. Bam Adebayo did not turn our fortunes around. Of course, this season we will find ourselves in the lottery, but the good thing about that is we do have our first-round pick, so at least we'll have that in the offseason. Bam with 21 and 9 rebounds, and he had 25 from LaMelo, 18 from Sexton, 17 for Brandon Miller. But let's go ahead and some of these playoffs because, of course, we're not even in the mix here. So let's see where our pick is about to end up and, of course, who wins this championship. So you got the Knicks and the Wolves, and the Knicks go on to beat the Timberwolves in 6 games. So let's head straight to this lottery, and let's see where our pick is projected to be. So we are going to have the 4th best odds, which 12.5% chance. I will take that. We also have Memphis's pick, but I do think there's some protections on that, so I don't think we're actually getting that. But if we could stay in the top 5, I'd be very happy. So let's see if that's going to be the case. And hey, we get number 2. So Boston gets 1. Miami gets 3. So they just traded away Bam, added Knipple. They added Yakachonis in last year's draft. And now they get to pick at number 3. So the Miami Heat are in a good spot right now. And then apparently we also get the 12th pick via the Phoenix Suns, I guess. Which, yeah, sure, I'll roll with that. I don't know if that's actually true, but I'll get all the help I can get in this one. So I'll take it. Staff signing, we got Charles Lee still, so we'll leave him as he's kind of new to this team, so we won't fire him just yet. But yeah, 2nd overall pick. So obviously DeBanza, or we get Boozer, or Boozer. We do need for a power forward, so I do not hate that idea. So let's see what happens. So number 1 is going to be DeBanza to Boston. So do we take Peterson? I mean, I think we got to, right? I think I'm taking Peterson here. And then with this 12th pick, we're going to be taking Jaden here. So this is going to be a great start to this video. Welcome both those guys in. I genuinely don't feel like that draft could have gone any better. We also get Freddie Mobley here in the second round, but Jaden and Peterson, guys, will be plugging in those positions we needed to plug in anyway. So I'm so glad we were able to bring both those guys in. Brendan Miller, Tijon Salon will go ahead and accept both of those. Qualifying offers, Keyshawn Johnson is a restricted free agent, but he came over in the Heat trade, obviously, so we probably won't worry about that too much. So Brandon Miller averaged 17 last year. He's about to be on the last year of his rookie deal, I believe, so hopefully he can have a nice season next year. Trey Mann with 11, and he's still on a nice decent contract. But is there anybody else? Let's see if there's any of our free agents here. So we got Colin Sexton, which he did have a good season for us, but wow, he had a really good season. 18 points per game, 43% from 3. Might have to consider bringing him back for some depth at this point. We'll be moving Peterson to the 2. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way right now, because that's definitely what I wanted to do there. So we'll move him to the shooting guard spot. LaMelo, Trey Mann, Peterson. We'll probably re-sign Colin Sexton based off the season he just had for us. Maybe push his shot tendency down just a little bit. And then we need to bring in another center as well. So let's go ahead and bring in Colin Sexton back. I think he's deserved it. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a nice 3-year contract. And then I am going to be looking for a backup 5. Not going to go Hardenstein today. Have added him a few times too many lately. So we can get, no, I'm not going to bring in Mark Williams. They traded him for a reason. Rob Will, though, on a minimum doesn't sound too bad. I guess it'd be 4.4. If we can get both those guys, I do think that'd be a nice, solid offseason. So the last 5 acquisitions have literally been Bam Adebayo. We get Peterson, we get Jaden, we get Robert Williams. I mean, I feel like that's a great haul to show LaMelo Ball that, hey, we're trying to make things work here, and I'm very glad we're able to pull all that off thus far. Like, this is a great start to this rebuild, and I do think we could use an upgrade at the forward. So you got Rui, you got Sohan. Man, these 2K's contract sliders have just been so weird to figure out. I've tried so many different combinations, and none of them seem to do anything for me. They all just seem really stupid and just not very realistic. But, I mean, I'm just working with what we got. So I'm going to bring in Wiggins and AJ Green, and we're going to go to player progression after that. So we got Bam Adebayo down 1, but Brandon Miller is up 3. Trey Mann is up to 79, which is great to see that. Salon's up to 76. We'll definitely take that as well. Definitely need his improvement here. Our power forward rotation was somewhat weak. That's why we brought in Wiggins. And then I forgot about some of these other rookies they have, such as Liam McNeely, who might play a role in this video eventually, and Kalkbrenner down here. So this team should be a playoff team already in year 2, which is kind of crazy to say because Charlotte has been a team that just hasn't been very good as of late. So we do have to cut this roster down a little bit, but let's get to that, and I'll go show you guys the rotation after that. The power rank does have us 14th, so they seem to be somewhat high on us, I would think. So this team needs to make the postseason because obviously we traded our pick away for a reason. So they have Grant Williams starting at the 4 right now, so they want Jaden to come off the bench, and then we could run 10 deep, of course, if we wanted to as well, but I think I'm okay with the 9-man rotation. The only thing I do, of course, want to change is I know Sexton's shot tendency is quite high. I don't need it to be that high in this team. Peterson's is already going to come in like super hot, so we're going to push Sexton's down quite a bit. Like, while I do want him to have a role, scoring, not that big of a role. So Peterson's going to come in and score a lot. Brendan Miller is going to be the 3rd option, and Bam Adebayo is going to be like the fourth option too. So yeah, I'm cool with that. It does suck that Jaden isn't going to play, but or start anyway. They want Grant Williams to start right now. But I guess if that's what they think is best, I'm sure it'll change eventually. So we need to make the playoffs. LaMelo Ball has not been there, and I feel like we have the team talent enough to get it done. But so far, we're off to a rocky start. So, yeah, not good. Hate to see the record we have right now with the amount of talent that we do, but might be our reality this year, which would really suck because I do think there's a ton of talent here that should get us into the playoffs. At the end of year number 2, Jokic is your MVP. Peterson did get Rookie of the Year, averaging 17, 6, and 6. Nate Immense, your 6th man. Wimby's your D point, and Devin Carter is your most improved. Edwards is your clutch player, and Jason Kidd is your Coach of the Year, and Nathan Mack is your executive. Cup MVP went to Siakam, and Jokic is, we already saw that, obviously. So here's an All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team. Bam Adebayo makes an All-NBA third team for us. So no Peterson or no LaMelo. Peterson does eventually sometimes make these teams, so going to keep an eye out for that. Unfortunately, don't think we have any all-defensive team here, though. So, and here's our rookie first team. Of course, Peterson winning Rookie of the Year is on there. And here's our all-rookie second team. So We did not make the playoffs, man, which really sucks. I really thought we had a great shot at it this year, but we went 32-50. So honestly, not very competitive. I guess we were 3 games back of the play-in, and we made the trade with Miami, and they were better than us. So that's just a slap in the face in its own right. They added Boozer, of course, and they have Knipple and all of that. But man, just not what I would want to see, is all I'm going to say. So here are your player stats. Yeah, 24 for LaMelo, 21 for Brendan Miller, 20 from Bam, 17 from Peterson, and 14 from Sexton, 12 from Trey Mann. It really could be, where there's just too many people wanting to score. Like, that could be a problem, but I don't know, man. For whatever reason, it did not click this season. We got to fix it and fix it fast. So, unfortunately, we'll be giving up a lottery pick to the Miami Heat because of the trade. But that's the risk we took when we traded for Bam. So, let's see where our pick is going to end up. It is going to be 11th best odds. Imagine it jumps up. That'd be, really... Well, yeah, imagine. We don't have to imagine. We literally see it. It jumps up to pick 3. So, that is an L. We'll take it on the chin. They have 3-11. So, Miami is rebuilding, and man, are they off to a hot start. The other pick we gave them via Dallas, though, is at 30th overall. So, at least there's that. But, man, Miami is in great shape. They've done a great job. So, should I fire Charles Lee based off the record we just had, though, with this amount of talent? I mean, maybe you could kind of justify it, but I'm going to roll with him. I'm going to give him another chance. If we are bad next year, then his life is over, basically, as a Hornets. Life is over is a crazy thing to say, but his career as a coach for the Hornets would be over for us, I should say. I'm not going to kill him. But here is the rookie we're going to take in round 2. We are going to take Trey Ingolstad, or Stad, welcome. Or I think that's Ingolstad. I think I've heard of him before. So welcome. Player options, Kalkbrenner will accept, and we'll accept the rest of these as well. Qualifying offers, Brandon Miller, big free agency. He averaged 21 points per game last year, so I'm sure he's going to be looking for a nice, sweet deal. So let's see what we have. And he is asking for way more than I would have anticipated, but we are going to give it to him. So, Brandon Miller, welcome back. We're not just going to, let him walk for nothing. So that is a done deal. And that's not something I was even going to think twice about. But LaMelo, Trey Mann, you have Sexton, Peterson, Josh Green, Luke McNeely. So I like our small forward depth, power forward depth. I mean, it all depends on how much Jaden plans on developing this year. Last year, he averaged 9 points per game. So not horrible, but definitely would like to see him push up a little bit there. Third string center, Kalkbrenner. So I'm cool with that. So the only thing I am debating on is trading away Sexton. Because as I mentioned, we have kind of enough scoring here already. If I could trade Sexton for maybe something a little bit different, I'd be open to that idea. And how about it? The Philadelphia 76ers want to give me Quentin Grimes. That's definitely a tempting offer to start things off with. MPJ and the Bulls give me live protected first. We trade a pick. No. Sam Merrill and a first from Cleveland. I mean, yeah. Colin Sexton go back to the team he was drafted to, I guess. Miami wants to give me 2 first. Yeah, we love 2K's Trade Finder, don't we? And then you have like Max Christie. So at the Mavericks, I guess, wanted more guard depth. I mean, I'd be okay with Max Christie. Feels like the most realistic one, other than taking the first from them. I don't think I'll do that. We all saw what Sexton was originally traded for, so I think I would do just a straight up swap. Let's see. They agree. So we'll get Max Christie on the team. I don't think Sexton was worth Christie and a first. I think that was a little too insane. So yeah, I think I like the addition of Christie. And then we basically just need to bring in a backup guard, and I'd be cool with where we're at. So give me Ryan Rollins, I guess, on a 1-year minimum. I'd go with that. So that will be our only thing we do this offseason. We're going to mainly focus on just Peterson, of course, developing. Brandon Miller might have something for us too. 87. I mean, our top 4 is looking pretty good. Going to mess with the shot tendencies. Jaden and Salon are both ready to start as well. So it's nice to get Salon playing well, or developing well, I should say. And Christie's even developing. So yeah, I mean, we anticipated being in the playoffs last year. We didn't make it, but hopefully this time around, we will be there. Hopefully. So here is the rotation going into this season. So we are under Charles Lee once again. Charles Lee, you're on thin ice. This team better make the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. If we don't make the playoffs, then you're the problem and we're firing you. So Robert Williams is not getting a run right now. So I am going to go 10-minute rotation here to get him some minutes too. The only thing I'd like to mess with is shot tendencies. So if we look at the tendencies, LaMelo's is obviously super high. I don't need Bam's to be high. I just need him to be focused on playing defense down low. That's all I need him for. Peterson and LaMelo could be the scorers. Brandon Miller could be the third guy. Bam, don't even worry about it. Just play some defense and, score when you need to. But 4-star balance system. Let's get off to a better start, shall we? We started off rough last year. and we're doing the exact same thing so far. For whatever reason, this team is not gelling well, or I don't know what's happening, but hopefully things will turn around. We got to be in the playoffs this year, man. This team is way too talented not to be there. And if we don't, that's going to be very, very devastating to take as a reality check. But hopefully we turn it around, start to get some wins going. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So at the end of this season, we once again missed the postseason entirely. I don't know what it is, man. This team, I feel like, has the talent. It has everything you could possibly want, and it is just not gelling. So what it is, we got to figure out what the problem is. I already know Charles Lee's gone after this. He's definitely gone. So you had 21 for LaMelo, 19 for Peterson, and 17 for Brendan Miller. But whatever reason, this team is not playing well together at all. Offensive rating wise, let's see, we were number 15, and then defensively, that's one thing I will say is we've not been very good defensively. That's something, yeah, really bad. So that's something to maybe focus on this offseason, is try to get better on that side of the ball. So let's go ahead and simulate these playoffs and focus on just, figuring out what the problem is. So we got the Mavericks and the Cavs. Mavericks going to beat the Cavs in 5. The fact we've not been to the playoffs yet with this team and Bam is just disappointing all around. Now, we do add another lottery pick to the equation. So I will say, wait, it says we're getting Miami's pick 2020. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember how I did it. But we are going to have the 6th pick, and then the Miami Heat, or we have 6 and 12. Did I keep that pick? Oh, yeah, because I think I kept their pick, basically. Although that seems kind of backwards. I should have given them their pick, because obviously a long time ago, I believe I can't remember, I think it was Rozier. I think it was the Rozier trade where the Heat traded a lottery protected pick, and I think what happened was it rolled over into this season. We get their pick, so technically I should have it, but it almost feels like I should have traded that earlier. Like, you would think if Miami's sitting Bam to us, we probably should have given them their pick back, but I just literally took the article and just copied the trade that they did. And yeah, I guess I overlooked that. I guess I would have. Technically, I'm supposed to have the pick, but it almost seems like I shouldn't, because like, why would the Miami Heat let the Hornets get away with that if they're gonna give them Bam? But this guy is gone, so we're gonna fire Charles Lee. So I do think I am gonna give the Miami Heat their pick. I feel like that's at least the least I can do. It feels kind of very backwards for me to have that pick still when we got Bam out of bounds. That was not in the negotiation that they get their pick back, right? Like, that almost seems kind of stupid. So I am going after the best coaches we can get. Do any of them want to come to Charlotte? I'm going to have a feeling that none of them will, but we're trying, and they're all going to reject. So nobody wants to come coach the Hornets, which just sucks to, that's just a reality we don't want to see. I don't even know if we'll get a real head coach now. So we have Brian Keefe might be our best option. So yeah, I think we'll go with him. I don't think we really have a choice in the matter. So Brian Keefe, welcome to Charlotte. And I am going to give the Miami Heat their pick back. But we still have a lottery pick regardless in this offseason. So I'm going to give them their pick, and then we'll go pick at 12. So with the 12th overall pick in this 2028 draft, it looks like we will go ahead and take Bruce Bratch here, add some more guard depth to the equation. So we'll bring him in, feel pretty good about that. So we walk away with Bruce, and we walk away with Judd Sampson. So 77 overall, Bruce, which is a nice addition. Bam Adebayo accepts. We'll accept everybody here other than, probably won't worry about Ingolstadt too much. So we'll bring the rest of the guys back, though. And then qualifying offer Salon is someone I would definitely have interest in bringing back. And he was only asking for $12 million. So I think I can get there. We do need a new backup center, but I think instead of signing one, I might trade for one instead. So that's what my game plan will be there. I feel like we can trade away. I was thinking about trading away somebody, but maybe I don't actually have somebody to trade away. So Christie and also Trey Mann were someone I did extend. So I'm glad we kept them around. So I do think we could almost trade Christie for a backup center unless Kalkbrenner wants to develop, but I doubt he's going to jump up to where we want him to be. So, or we could just sign someone too. Maybe we just do that and wait till the deadline to make that move. So I'm going to bring in Janich Conan Niedenhauser, however you say his name. So welcome to Charlotte. That's going to be our only addition. We should still have, Peterson's the best player now. LaMelo's down. Jaden's up. Max Christie is up. Salon is up. And McNeely is up. So the one position that has been weak for us the whole video is power forward. But obviously, the rest of the roster is in a great spot. So that is why I haven't really worried about it too much. But Charles Lee is gone. Brian Keefe is in. Does it finally gel? We're about to find out. Well, Power Rank has a 6th overall, so they're very high on this team, I would say. So that should be a great sign, you would think. So we got LaMelo, Peterson, Brandon Miller, Jaden, Bam Adebayo, Christy Salon, Trey Mann, and Liam McNeely. So let's go ahead and simulate the first few games. So we've been off to a rough start in almost all of them, and it's looking kind of no different. I mean, this is looking a little bit more mid and mediocre, but again, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing unless we get a win streak going. I more than likely am going to stop at the trade deadline, but I am finally seeing some progress here. So it looks like Charles Lee may have been the problem, potentially. But if I do stop at the deadline, which I do think there's a good chance I will, I'll show you the move I intend to make as we are getting back to being around 500. So here I am at the trade deadline trying to upgrade our power forward position. So I'm looking at Jabari Smith Jr. I just need someone to come in and space the floor a little bit. The Rockets are not very good, so I'm trying to offer them Salon and Christie straight up, along with, let's say we give them Kalkbrenner. Well, I probably can't do that. So let's say, oh, I guess we have a swap. They could probably do this. I'm sure they'll accept that, and they do. So we get Jabari Smith Jr. on the team, which upgrades our power forward spot. So to me, when you're looking at this rotation, I mean, it's very balanced all around, and Bruce is going to play some now, which is why I was okay with that, and Jaden is hurt at the moment. So yeah, I think Jabari, feels like a great addition. The only thing I could have upgraded a little bit differently is the backup 5, but I'm feeling good about this. So Jabari, Bam, Brandon Miller, Peterson, LaMelo. I mean, the talent is there. There's no denying that. We are turning things around. We're the 3rd seed in the East right now, so hopefully we can hang on to that, top 3 seed, and will be in the playoffs for the first time in LaMelo Ball's career. So at the end of this season, Wemby won MVP. Spears is your Rookie of the Year. Caleb Wilson wins 6th Man. Wemby's your Depoy. Daniels is your Most Improved. SGA is your Clutch Player. And Kidd is your Coach of the Year. Exactly goes to Hobson. And Cup MVP went to Kawhi Leonard. So here is your All-NBA first team. All-NBA second, Daryl Peterson on here. And here is your All-NBA third team. Obviously, I think his real life name is Darren Peterson, but you get the point. And then All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, and All-Defensive second team. And here's our rookie teams. Bruce did make it, but he is hurt right now, which definitely hurts our bench a little bit, so that sucks. And he was playing really well. 48% from 3 on 8 points per game, so gonna suck to have missed him, but we do end up as a playoff team. Finally, it took a while there, but we do get in. Here are your player stats. We're missing Jaden, who was hurt in the season as well, with another cracked neck vertebrae, but he should be back. We're able to go far, and then same thing with Bruce. Everyone else is healthy, though. Yeah, 24 from Peterson, 20 from LaMelo, 16 from Bam, and Brandon Miller were 16. So LaMelo and Bam were both extended. Jabari with 12 and 11 from Trey Mann. So Toronto is our first round matchup. Let's see what we got going on against them. So I love our starting 5, and we'll be playing theirs, which have a decent one as well. Quickly, Jacoby Walter, Ingram, Scotty Barnes, Walter, Kareem Lopez, Kispert. I mean, I feel like we're much better, but we'll have to see, man. It's been kind of rocky in this video, so we'll see. I mean, we get a successful season this year, so that feels good, but let's see if we can actually go out here and compete in the playoffs. So game 1 is going to go to us, 134 to 126. Very big game out of our backcourt there, along with Brandon Miller. We're up 2-0, so beat them by 18 there. Game 3, so far so good, and we will sweep the Toronto Raptors. That's a great start. Now we got Philly or Atlanta, and we will be playing the Atlanta Hawks. Okay, so Atlanta's going to be the matchup, and now we get to play, or like I said, we get to play the Hawks, and then we got Brooklyn and New York on the other side, San Antonio, New Orleans, Dallas, and Golden State. So the Hawks have Lonzo Ball, Dyson Daniels, Risha Shea, Jalen Johnson, Young Hansen, Caleb Wilson, Hood Schifino. Are they missing Trey Young or anything? No, or Simons, I guess, is hurt for them, who might be their starting point guard right now, but he is out. So it looks like we're back to being healthy, which is good. Even Jaden's healthy now too, so we'll take that. And then for the Hawks, they have just Anthony, I think, and Okongwu. So both those guys being out should help us out, but it's still a good Atlanta team regardless. So here goes nothing. We're going to simcast game 1. I would love nothing more to get into the conference finals after not being in the playoffs at all. For the past few seasons. We got a game 1 here, though, that the Hawks are looking to take, but we will take the lead late and take it in overtime. We're up 1-0, and we're up 2-0, so take both games in Atlanta. That's got to be deflating for them. Now let's go take care of home court. Let's see if we can do that. That was a very close game 1. To have gotten that one probably took their wind out of their sails, and now we find ourselves up 3-0, so we can just tee off at this point as we beat them in 4. So we have not dropped the game yet, but I mean, we are super talented, so I'm not too surprised by this. I felt like once we got the dance, we'd have the team to get us there. But now we get to play either Brooklyn or New York. And it is going to be the New York Knicks. Dallas, of course, is on the other side as usual. It'll probably be San Antonio. All right, for the Knicks, we got Jalen Brunson, Mikal, OG, Keldon Johnson, Cat, JT Toppin, Ben Simmons, Iguodaro. So very good team over here for the Knicks. I expect nothing less there. And have we remained healthy? Yes, we have. So we're still healthy right now. We have the home court advantage going in as well. San Antonio and Dallas on the other side. Like maybe AD is hurt or something. I don't know what's going on there. But all right, game 1 against the Knicks. We are up 1-0, 121-113, 24, 8-8, 18-9, and 18-13. Good start. We're up 2-0. So far, so good. Are we going to get out of the East scot-free? Oh, boy, we might. And we are going to get out of the East not even being touched. We've made it to the finals, but we all know what could be coming for us, and that is Dallas. And they're always tough to beat. Now, what I would love nothing more, and if they limp their way in here somehow, because I think we've got out fairly healthy. Yeah, we're extremely healthy right now. So if Dallas or San Antonio wants to, come in with the Cooper Flag injury, I would not be complaining. And it is going to be Flag in the Mavericks, of course, as usual. It's always who I end up playing, it feels like. So let's see if they have any injuries. Nope, they're healthy as well, other than, I guess, Washington. So this should be a very competitive series. Let's try to bring out our best basketball. We have not lost a game in these playoffs yet. Let's see if we can continue that into the NBA Finals. We're on the road to start things off. And it is a very competitive game 1, but the Mavericks do have the lead right now. And it looks like they will take game 1. So we do drop our first game, which it's not surprising. Dallas has been my Achilles heel in these rebuilds as of late. If you guys have been watching these, Dallas is always the team that feels like every time I get to the finals, that's the team I'm matching up against, and they beat me every freaking time. Is that trend going to continue today? And we almost had game 2. We find ourselves down 2-0. And I just know where this is about to end, I feel like. But we got to win game 3, so let's see if we can do that. We start off very quick, or start off hot in the first quarter. Do not let them back in this game. We got to take care of this one, and we do 86-108. So we're still alive. We went down 3-0. Obviously, that would have been game over. But now it is time to hopefully tie this series. So can the home team continue to win? And it looks like we have the lead right now, and we are blowing them out in the second quarter. And it looks like as long as we don't blow a major lead, we are going to go back to Dallas tied up. Love that. So we are starting to get some momentum, and now we're going to go 8-man rotation here because we didn't win on the road the other 2 games. So let's go ahead and see if we can do it now. I would love nothing more than to finally beat these damn Mavericks. They're always breaking my hearts in these videos, and we are looking good right now. We're on the road in Dallas. We're blowing them out at the moment. Do not let them back in this game, and we'll beat them 151-127. We're one game away, celebrating in front of our Charlotte Hornets fans on bringing this championship home. Come on, man. We played super well at home. Let's continue that now. Although they're looking to force a game 7 back to Dallas. Uh-oh, we get back in it, though. It's a tied game. We're jumping in and watching 95-95. We got to jump in and watch this bad boy. I'll not be playing this out. If you guys watched the Seattle video, that was a disaster. And, yeah, I'm not doing it. So we're going to watch this play out 95-95. Dallas is about to inbound the ball. They're going to give it to Kyrie Irving. We got our whole starting 5 out here, other than, I guess, Trey Mann's out here, other than, I think, Brandon Miller's not out here. So they get a screen and roll. LaMelo Ball staying glued to Kyrie. Like the defense so far from him. Kyrie's trying to get around him. LaMelo's not letting it happen. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Kyrie is still trying to cook. LaMelo Ball has not let him. And Kyrie is not going to make it. What a great defensive possession by LaMelo Ball there. All right, LaMelo. Come on, give me something on offense. They give it to Peterson, who's been our best player since we drafted him. LaMelo's wide open. Make that. Yes, he does. 98-95. Oh, boy, we've taken a 3-point lead. 22 seconds left on the game clock. Can we get a stop? LaMelo played excellent defense in the last possession. I need it again, LaMelo. Looks like, I don't know if that's Kyrie. I think that, yeah, Kyrie's tired right now. 14 seconds left. No shot clock. This is going to be a big shot here, whoever takes it for Dallas. Kyrie shooting a mid-range over LaMelo, super contested. I think Kyrie bailed us out right there. I think that was a very stupid shot, and I'm very glad he took it. Man, that was not a great shot selection by Kyrie Irving. You needed a 3 to at least tie the game, and you just settle for 2 heavily contested. That's the 2K AI working in my favor. Kyrie's going to shoot a full court shot. It is not going to sink. It would not have mattered. Kyrie sold the game for them already, and that is a beautiful way to end this video. We made it out of not making the playoffs whatsoever in this video to making it in here at the end. and we take care of business against those damn Mavericks who've been breaking my heart as of late, and I'm glad we finally got it done over them. So I'm going to end it on that note. I feel like that's a great way to do so. I hope you guys did enjoy it. It was a very fun rebuild, despite the idea that Bam to Charlotte, while I do think it could make sense if circumstances line up at the deadline, I think it's a little too early to be talking about trades like this, but it was still a fun video nonetheless. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.